You remember when we were kids and we wanted to grow up so bad because we saw our parents and other family members and thought, man, adulting is great. I just can't wait. Remember that? And oh, how you wish you could go back. Hey guys, how are you doing out there? Welcome back. Warren here. Uh, yeah, today I want to talk about maturity and in the construct of clearly, as I alluded to, adulting. And maturity isn't about just paying our bills on time and being responsible. It is also realizing that having cold pizza for breakfast every morning is probably not a sustainable health choice going forward, right? It's just not. I mean, it's so much more than that. And I started by laughing about the fact that we wanted to grow up so bad as kids and that we wanted responsibilities because as kids looking, grass is greener on the other side. As kids looking on the other side, we thought adulting was just so cool. But it's so much more than that. And I heard this somewhere before. I'm not quite sure, but I found them interesting and I copied them really. They were called the six laws of maturity, and I'm going to share them with you. And the first one is self control is your superpower. Indeed. Because remember when we were kids, we wanted everything right now, right away. Everything was fast paced. It was either life or death. It's got to happen now, mom. Got to happen now, dad. It was just right now, right away. Fast forward to now and we realize maturity allows us to realize that sticking with pizza, having that slice of pizza at 1 a.m., as much as we probably deserve to have it, is just not the smart thing to do, right? And that's because developing self control is like unlocking, like I said, our hidden superpower. We're kind of like Superman instead of our cape. Instead, our cape is our ability to say, nah, I'm good. I don't need to do that. Right? That is our superpower. And yeah, that ability to say, nah, I'm good is powerful because I've always said that no is a complete sentence. And then people look at you and go, look at him saving the day with one wise decision at a time. Ah, man. And then the second law is you can't please everybody. And the sooner you realize that, the better. So stop trying. Okay. I mean, the hard truth is that just like it says, you can't please everybody. Somebody out there is going to be unhappy with whatever it is you're doing, no matter how worthwhile, no matter how giving, no matter how thoughtful you are. Someone is not going to be happy. And my grandparents used to say that, let them talk because if you do right, they're going to talk. And if you do wrong, they're going to talk because people are just going to do that. They're going to talk. It's like the law of the universe, right? Maturity is just helping us to accept that it is okay when people talk and judge us and bring us down. It is okay. And instead of bending over backwards for approval, we should just simply embrace that fact. I mean, and I know some of this stuff that we talk about in our chats is so much easier said than done. But if we really want to be happy at the end of the day with our lives, we have to do these things, right? Because some folks are just always unhappy. They find reasons, I think, sometimes to be unhappy. And one of those things is the chase, which brings me to the third law, and that is time is more valuable than money. You've heard it so many times, but it is so true. Time is more valuable than money. Maturity helps us to realize that the true currency of our lives is time and our happiness. All right? Let me say that again. The true currency of our lives is time and our happiness. So there you have it. I mean, you can make more money. You can make more money, but you're not going to get more time. It's one of those things in the drop down menu of life that you're not going to get more of. All right. So go ahead. You can make more money, but choose wisely with your time. And I mean, whether it's working on yourself or spending time with people who lift you up or just doing things that make you happy, just choose wisely and do it wisely, right? You can't binge watch Netflix every weekend and call that self care. You know what I mean? You have to have a balance. There has to be a balance in there. And then the fourth law is embrace our failures. Embrace our failures. Come on in here. Let me tell you this because you are going to fail. Okay? All right. Got that? You're going to fail. It's inevitable at this point, but failing doesn't mean that you have failed or are failing. It could just be a signal from the universe telling you that you've been measuring your life's worth using the wrong story. Think how to say that again. It's probably a signal from the universe telling you that you have been using the wrong story to measure your life's worth. Okay? It's not that you're failing or have failed because of the failures you do have. Embrace them because the failing, if nothing else, will make for a good comeback story. All right? It'll make for a good comeback story. You can laugh it off, pick yourself up and dust yourself off and step off into the void just like before you tripped up. All right? It is okay. The finish line is still yet to be reached. All right. So pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and laugh a little bit. All right. And that brings me to the fifth law, and that is shrink your circle, or it will get smaller as you start to grow and open your third eye, right? As maturity kicks in, we start to realize, I think, that quality beats quantity. All right. We only need a few ride or die friends that, don't ghost us so often in our circle. And then the rest, you realize we're just part of the experience, part of the growth. And there's nothing wrong with that because, again, as you start to open your third eye and start to question and see things and think a little deeper, you will start to lose friends and even some family members because they start to ask questions like, who do you think you are? What makes you so much better than us to think that, you can't hang out, you can't, whatever it is, do these things that are truly not you because you want to fit in and have a larger circle. I mean, when we were kids, not all of us, because I've never wanted a big entourage, but there are people who, when they were kids, wanted to have big pools of friends and huge gatherings. And then maturity helps us to realize that there is no necessity, no true necessity in that, right? There's no true necessity in that, which brings me to number 6. Being responsible and mature is not dull, okay? Shocking, I know. It's not dull. But the real kicker is that once you start adulting like a pro, you start to really like it. You start to really dig it and understand that you can do it. And it's not so daunting and it's not so scary. Like when I alluded to us wanting to grow up so bad. I mean, responsibility doesn't have to be boring, right? It just makes us, I think, a more well-oiled machine, pretty much ready for anything. So yeah, go ahead, set that alarm clock for 5 a.m. in the morning because it is the secret to a winning life. As daunting as that sounds, it is the secret to a winning life. But there you have it. Ta-da! The 6 laws of maturity that will guide us, hopefully, on our path to adulting greatness. But like I said, yeah, we all wanted to grow up so bad, but we can do this. We can do this. So keep your heads up and chin ups out there. And yeah, don't be so hard on yourself. All right. But Hopefully you got something out of it. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks for sticking around and giving me a listening ear. And until our next conversation, you be good out there. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk again soon. See ya.